Over the last week, this is the third time I've tried to do this introduction and record this vlog, but today's the day. I'm going to give you an update.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day.
Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the ranch. Happy Wednesday. Sorry I've missed you over the last couple of weeks, but it has been lots of change. Not lots actually, just change. And there's been some interesting things go off, but I thought I would do a little bit of an update vlog just to catch up with you guys and show you how the girls are getting on, plans for the future, things like that. They're out at the minute. I'm going to fetch them in shortly. So I'm going to go through all the updates with both girls, introduce my old mare, because I don't know whether you've seen my old mare anyway, and tell you some interesting developments about Tan's horse at the end. We'll start with P. So I'm going to fetch P in and we're going to do a little bit of a jumping exercise in the school, and I feel at the time like that's all we seem to be doing, that's all I seem to be vlogging with P, and it's not. I'm doing some flat work as well, but I've got some things coming up with P that I just need to practice with. So today I want to set up a course again, no bigger than 60 centimetres, and go around it as if we're out on a little nervous and novice show jumping track and see how she copes with it. I'm going to put some little fillers for the first time in today to see how she copes with them. So I thought that might be worth a bit of a vlog, and then I can update you on what P is doing. One of my friends has also lent me a pivot. So what I am going to do is upload a very raw this week as well, a very raw flat work session with P, so that you can see how she's going on with that as well. So right, I'm going to set my little course up. It's a tiny little course constructed. Again, it's just about building confidence and introducing some small little bits for her. So this is set at 60 height, apart from that one because it's got fillers, that's 60 but as a cross. And yeah, I just want to see what she kind of thinks of it, if she's going a little bit more confident. And it might be, you know, we always said progress is not linear. You might have to take them down, I might have to take them down, and that's why I have a helper. Eee, thank you, Holly. One thing I will say though, I think the maximum that I jumped on reg was 110. When you get back on youngsters, widos, like 50 centimetres, feel massive. Anyway, let's go. So update on the Podworth. That's aside, she's camera shy. So I have finally bit the bullet and got some motivation to book some things in to take the girls on tour. I have struggled this last couple of weeks with motivation and feeling I just want to sell up and it's not really worth chasing the dream. Anyway, I had a good talk with my friends who pulled me together and said, get your arse back in gear. We don't give up. So it's all right if you want to give up, but they just drag me because they know I don't want to really, deep down. So Pod is booked in for arena hire on Saturday. I'll try and vlog all these. And then she has her very first competition on the 28th of August. We're going to Epworth because it's my comfort place. And we're going to do the Intro C unaffiliated dressage. So I may have a smart pony for a day. Anyway, we're going to have a go at this course today because another thing that I want to do in the next couple of months is we have a local venue to us called Speetley Equestrian, and they do a fabulous class called Nervous and Novice. I did it with Mo, and it's just brilliant, and they're so friendly. They help you. Like, I've never been to a place where I felt so happy and that they really wanted you to do well. So they do a 50 and 60 Nervous and Novice, so I want to take her in that and see what she thinks of the atmosphere. Today is preparation for that, and then the pivo that I'll do later in the week will be preparation for the dressage, and you can critique. Anywho's, from a tack perspective, everything is the same, big nose. However, today I had a lovely subscriber commented, because P has quite a high head carriage in the show jumping, when she's doing that, to try a fluffy noseband to try and bring that head down. I'm always very much like, if advice is offered to me free and in a lovely way, I'm always going to try it because, you know, I don't know everything, peeps. And there's so many people out there that know a lot more than me. So we're going to give it a go today, see if it makes a difference. Let's go.
You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. I've tried some time, and I'm dying to tell you. You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. I've realized, and I'm dying to tell you.
Welcome back to Voice Over Me. So I'm going to take you through the stages. So first of all, I set off on this very little double. She obviously just gets a bit confused with the stride there, but just leg on, head up, and it is going to look messy at this stage. This is nowhere near the finished article that we're looking for. At the minute, I just want her to go forward. We don't want any stopping, any running out. And just for her to be confident in what she's doing. So that was good. Stride was all messy, but we got from one end to the other. And so I'm taking it over again. In trot, that was really nice. She tripped on landing, but that was a really nice shot. And she is taking off slightly after the fence. And as you'll see, as this session progresses, that does become a little bit of a problem that we have to address. So she's gone from being quite a scared mare going into fences to being a bit of a rushing mare. Again, could be due to anxiety and everything like this. At this stage, I will say the disclaimer, this mare has had everything checked. Her saddle is checked. Well done, Podworth. Her saddle is checked every 3 months. She's had her teeth done. She has been scoped. She's had physio. She's had her back checked. So there's nothing physically wrong with her. We've just got to train her mental attitude into jumping and fences. So I decided to try a little one. What I'm trying to do is my riding. She spooked there at the fillers. What I'm trying to do is my riding is give her a little bit of contact going into the fence. So she's got a little bit of hand holding, but over the fence, trying to give my hands a lot. So I'm not socking her in the mouth when she does the cat leaps or very baby jumps that you get from all youngsters and ex-racers included. So I'm taking her over them little straights there, about 60 centimetres, and she did ace. Really enjoying it. She's feeling good now going into a fence. She's feeling a lot more confident and a lot more happy. So I'm deciding to go round again. I just wanted to have a little bit of a flow in what she's doing. Again, a bit strong going in there, but picked up really nice. Dropped it nicely over that. Little rushing away on exit. Now I need to, at that point, should have done like a straight line halt and said, no, we have to wait. We don't run over the fences, because she's getting a little bit more excited now, very confident, and you'll see in a moment where it comes a little bit unstuck. Here is where it comes unstuck, and I hit the deck yet again. So she's quite excitable going in. I'm trying to keep the forward momentum. She drops, and here, wang, she just puts a book in, and for some reason, well, I hit the deck. There's no reason. I fell off. I need to learn to sit up more. Apologies for the slightly bit of this filming. It was filmed in slow-mo, and I am just trying to rectify it. So here, I got back on, and she's got to go over it again, but I try and take her to the exact same combination where we've just had the problem, and she started racing into it. So I said, no, mate, you're going to walk. Then I decided to take her over just a little cross pull on its own. And again, you can see the head carriage is really high. She's trying to take hold, doesn't want to listen, and just wants to pull forward. So we're back to square one. We're going to walk over a pole, and we're going to say we need to keep it nice and chill, mate. Then we're going to try and trot again. Still a little bit too much there. So just keep repeating it till I get what I want. Then we decided to try the fillers and she was an absolute star. So, second time I fell off Podworth. Every time jumping. So just to take it back, I'll do a voiceover. Because horse and rider are fine. That is the joy of youngsters. If you don't like hitting the deck, sometimes don't buy a baby, or particularly an X-race baby. Well, that was an interesting session. I'm hoping the wind noise isn't too much. I always feel like a bit of a failure when you fall off. I feel like it means I'm a bad rider and that I don't deserve to be riding ponies. But I know that actually, yeah, it's one of the things that comes with it. I'm absolutely fine. I'm more upset that I'd knocked her confidence, but hopefully we haven't. On the whole, I think it finished very positively. I was happy in the end. She's so good. She's such a willing little mare. Like, I feel bad that I've let her down, but hopefully when we go out to arena hire with our buddies Ali and Jess, they're gonna put me into some shape because I need a bit of help. I could do with lessons, but I can't find a good instructor locally. Anyway, let's give you an update on the others. I'm not sure whether YouTube actually knows I have 3 horses. The gram definitely does. So I have this old girl as well. This is Whitelin Cherry Red. She is a 14-2 chestnut mare, Arab cross Welsh. I don't know a lot about Ches. She came to me as a bit of a problem pony because she'd been put through the sales. She was going to be put to sleep, so she's just a field companion because she's quite dangerous to ride. I cannot do another. I'm trying to do a story on Ches, but so at the minute she used to keep Blaze company, but she's not at the moment. I'll explain why in a bit. So she's come to keep the little girls company here, and she's doing a grand job. So when I take one to be ridden, or at the minute P to be ridden, hi sausage. When I take P to be ridden, she babysits Molly. If I need to take Molly out, she babysits P, and she keeps them, typical chestnut mare, in line. If anybody knows any history of this mare, her show name was Whitelin Cherry Red. I believe Whitelin stud is Cornwall. Send me a message. I'd love to know about her previous life. She's literally been a field pony. Right, I'll catch them and we'll give you a Molly update. Oh, Molly Moo update. Here she is, the love of my life. She says, hello phone. So, if you've not been following, we were just about to get girls on tour, and Molly ran through a fence, so she suffered injuries to her foot. I'll put some injuries on the next thing. If you don't like injury pictures, skip for about literally 20 seconds. It is more or less healed now. So she has like a little ankle sock on at the moment, and that's just the last injury. The one that was stitched up there, I don't know if you can see, that's healing beautifully. This one's just been a little bit more wily. I'll insert another pic now. So as you can see, it just needs to heal that bit more. So Molly is now off games to minimum end of August. She is just staying in the field. She is 100% sound now, so it's not affecting her in any way like that. It just needs to heal. I can't leave it open just at the moment, so it's just taking a bit of time to do that. She's had her shoes taken off to kind of, because she can't tolerate having her shoes put back on at the moment, so she's had her shoes taken off to help her. But hopefully Moose, well, we could do like a rehab of her coming back into work end of August, beginning of September. But I'm happy that like she's still looking decent, because I worry about them keeping their weight on. I worry a little bit about them keeping their weight on, and yes, she's you can see her ribs because she's a thoroughbred, but she's still keeping some muscle, and she does that. She's still keeping some muscle and looking, I think she's looking all right. She needs a little bit more rib coverage, bit of top line, but that'll come, won't it, mate, because you're not in work. She says, hello, tube. So yeah, she is recovering well, thank the Lord, after this year. That's it. That's a little bit of an update where we are. Pod is coming along great. She's got some amazing things planned. So please like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more. There's some great stuff coming up. Arena hire, first competition, Molly's rehab. What else can we do? my life in general. Hopefully it's a little bit more sedate than it has been to the start of the year. The reason that Cherry is now, my old mare that you met earlier, is now in with the little girls is because Tanya's horse Blaze delivered a little surprise about 5 days ago now, where she had a beautiful, healthy chestnut filly called Flicker. So I'm going to leave you now with a little video of just life in its purest form. Please come back next week to see how we get on at Arena Hire. Hopefully no falling off, but if there is, there is. It'll be what it'll be. I'm happy that I've got my motivation back to go out there, and that Chatsworth dream, it's in the future, but it's still alive. It's still alive. Keep it real. See you next week.
I've searched myself, I've tried to figure out who I am, and you were always there to lift me up, 'cause no one else can make me love like you. You give me strength, Lord, I finally know where I belong.